Prime Minister inaugurated Statue of Equality in Hyderabad. The statue of 11th century Vaishnava saint Ramanujacharya has been built in a 45-acre compound at a cost of 1,000 crore rupees. Here's more on that story.
216 foot tall, made using Panchaloha, built at a mammoth cost of rupees 1,000 crore. The city of Nizams now has a new landmark. On Saturday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Statue of Equality in Hyderabad, celebrating the legacy of 11th century Vaishnav saint Ramanujacharya. The Prime Minister first participated in Vedic rituals and offered prayers before reviewing the newly constructed temple compound spread across 45 acres. Joined by the head priest, Prime Minister Modi then unveiled the grand statue, the tallest such figurine in sitting position. Prime Minister Modi praised the reformer for promoting the idea of equality.
जाति के नाम पर जिनके साथ भेदभाव होता था, रामानुजाचार्य जी ने उन्हें नाम दिया थिरुकलथार, यानी लक्ष्मी जी के कुल में जन्म लेने वाला श्रीकुल या देवीय जन्म.
During the address, Prime Minister Modi called Hyderabad by its ancient name of Bhagyanagar, a contentious point in the politics of Hyderabad.
और आज जब मैं भाग्यनगर में हूं, हैदराबाद में हूं, भाग्यनगर का कौन ऐसा भाग्यशाली होगा, कौन ऐसा हैदराबादी होगा जो सरदार पटेल की दीर्घ दृष्टि, सरदार पटेल का सामर्थ्य और हैदराबाद के आन बान शान के लिए सरदार साहब की कूटनीति को न जानता हो.
The Prime Minister also praised the Sardar Patel and Mahatma Gandhi for unifying the country in the aftermath of the freedom struggle.
को भी कहते थे क्या हम गांधी जी के बिना अपने स्वाधीनता संग्राम की कल्पना कर सकते हैं, और क्या हम अहिंसा और सत्य जैसे आदर्शों के बिना गांधी जी की कल्पना कर सकते हैं.
The upper floor underneath the giant statue will showcase pictures and stories of world leaders who have worked to achieve equality, including Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King. The grand complex houses an Omnimax theatre, a library and the state-of-the-art galleries. After the Statue of Unity, the Statue of Equality is the second such monument to be unveiled under the Modi government. With Mohit Sharma in Hyderabad, Bureau Report, India Today.
The suspense on Congress's chief ministerial face is soon to be over. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi will be addressing a virtual rally where a decision on the chief ministerial candidate is expected. The virtual rally is at 1 p.m. onwards at Ludhiana. Both the incumbent chief minister Charanjit Singh Channi and Punjab Congress chief Navjot Singh are in contention for this position. Sidhu, while speaking exclusively to India Today, has said that he would accept any decision by the Gandhis. Meanwhile, Congress MP Manish Tiwari, who was denied a ticket for the assembly elections, said the decision on Congress chief ministerial candidate should be taken by Congress MLAs.
ये आपने बोला टेली सर्वे के बारे में, क्योंकि टेली सर्वे में ऐसे इंडिकेशंस आ रहे हैं.
मैं कह रहा कुछ भी इंडिकेशन हो
कि चन्नी साहब लीड कर रहे हैं.
मैं कह रहा हूं तो फिर हाईकमांड लीड कर.
और नंबर 1 चॉइस है, बटन दबाने में सबसे पहला नाम चन्नी का आता है.
भैया मेरी एक बात सुनो, यहाँ आप आग लगाने आई हैं, लड़ाने आई हैं या क्या करने आई हैं?
मैं पूछना चाह रहा हूं.
मैं कहता हूं अगर कोई भी निर्णय होगा हाईकमांड का, नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू सब्र से, सहजता से, कोई जरूरी तो नहीं है कि कुर्सी ही चाहिए बदलाव के लिए. विचारधारा से भी बदलाव आता है. अगर सृष्टि को बदलना है तो दृष्टि को बदलना होगा.
It is the right of the MLAs to choose the chief minister. Unfortunately, we've created a strange hybrid in this country, whereby we have converted the Westminster-style democracy into a quasi-presidential system, which I don't think is going to really augur well for India. It's the MLAs who should choose the chief minister, the elected MLAs, or the leader of the Congress Legislative Party, insofar as who should be the face of the campaign, that's the prerogative of the party. They can take a call on that.
Less than 24 hours before Congress's chief ministerial face announcement, Navjot Singh Sidhu speaks exclusively to India Today, fires fresh salvo at Channi, Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. Also says he's going to be abiding by Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi's decision on the CM face. Here's a report.
Sulking, simmering Sidhu speaks out. His first interview since he sniped at the Gandhis. No end to the Punjab pot boiler. With less than 24 hours to go for the likely announcement of Congress's chief ministerial face for Punjab, Navjot Singh Sidhu launched scathing attacks on CM Channi, Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP in an exclusive interview to India Today. First, the upset Sardar dismissed surveys at a time reports suggest that Chief Minister Channi is a front-runner in Congress's survey conducted for CM face.
टेली सर्वे हो रहा है।
देखिए, ये सर्वे वर्वे की मेरे साथ बात मत कीजिए। ये सर्वे जो है ना, मैं आपको बताता हूं, मैं अपने पार्टी की बात नहीं कर रहा।
कांग्रेस करा रही है टेली।
मैं कह रहा हूं, मैं सर्वे जनरल बात कर रहा हूं। पिछली बार सर्वे हुआ था, आपके चैनल ने भी बोला कि आम आदमी पार्टी को 110 सीटें आ रही हैं, 20 आई। तो ये बात मत कीजिए। देखिए, पंजाब की जो अंडर करंट है, नब्ज आपको पकड़नी पड़ेगी। पंजाब की नब्ज, पंजाब ने अभी तक मन ही नहीं बनाया। मन उस दिन बनेगा पंजाब का जिस दिन उनके पास तीनों विकल्प बराबर यूं खड़े होंगे। और पंजाब को एक बड़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग गवर्नमेंट चाहिए।
Next up, Sidhu asserted that Punjab will only prosper if capability and not caste is the deciding factor.
ऐसा तो फिर आप ये कह सकते हैं 72 साल से जट सिख बनता रहा है, हिंदू तो 2 महीने के लिए बना है। पंजाब इसको भी नहीं मानता, पंजाब मेरिट को मानता है। मैं इसीलिए कह रहा हूं ना, अगर आप ये कहें कि जी जात से ही बदलेगा पंजाब, तो वो गलत बात है। पंजाब काबिलियत से बदलेगा, मैंने शुरू वहां से किया था। पंजाब मुद्दों से बदलेगा, मैंने मुद्दों की राजनीति की है।
The Punjab Congress chief has made it clear that the choice is between Mafia Raj and a new Punjab. He claimed that change can be brought by someone who hasn't been in the system where there was an influence of the mafia.
अस्तित्व का सवाल है, या तो माफिया का अस्तित्व रहेगा, चोरी का अस्तित्व रहेगा, पंजाब के खजाने को खोरा लगाने का अस्तित्व रहेगा, या फिर एक नए सृजन, एक नए सिस्टम की उसारी का युग आएगा।
Claiming that he has not even demanded votes from the people of Amritsar, Sidhu said that the people have made him victorious all these years and that he has nothing to be afraid of.
उनको ये पता है कि अगर नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू आ गया तो बदलाव होगा। अगर बदलाव होगा तो हमारी दुकानदारी बंद हो जाएगी। ध्यान से सुन लो, विपक्ष कोई हो, फलाना कोई हो, प्रमाण तुम नहीं दोगी मोहतरमा। प्रमाण 6 इलेक्शन नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू जीता है, तुमने नहीं जिताए, ये लोगों ने जिताए। 6 इलेक्शन टकैक, ये प्रमाण है।
But responding on the rift within the party, the Punjab Congress chief did not mince his words on Aam Aadmi Party and BJP.
ये राघव चड्ढा गाड़ी में दुबक के भागा कि नहीं भागा? थप्पड़ चल रहे थे। अरे आप हमारे कह रही हैं कांग्रेस बंटी हुई, इनके तो थप्पड़ चल रहे हैं। और कौन है इनके जो कैंडिडेट हैं? कांग्रेस की झूठ है या अकाली दल की झूठ है? इनके पल्ले क्या है अपना, मुझे बताओ ना। है कुछ पल्ले तो वो आपको नहीं दिखता। इनका अकाली दल खाली दल बन गया, 3 अकाली दलों में बंट गया। फिर शेखवा साहब के घर में गया केजरीवाल, वो भी अकाली दल। ढींडसा साहब आज भी इनके साथ नहीं है। कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह क्योंकि कठपुतली बना रहा, कमजोर, अपनी जान बचाने के लिए खेलता रहा। आज वो कह रहा है डबल इंजन सरकार। डबल इंजन, उसका इंजन तो कब का सीज हो चुका, खत्म है, वो काला धुआं दे रहा है वो।
Surprisingly, Sidhu slammed Congress's political opponents rather than his own and defended Chief Minister Channi over the ED raids on his skin.
ईडी के हिरासत कस्टडी में है।
भैया ऐसे तो आप किसी के नेफ्यू के ऊपर जा चढ़ो। और टाइमिंग देखिए, 2018 का केस, 4 साल आप क्यों सोए रहे? पहला सवाल। नंबर 2, आपने नेफ्यू को गिरफ्तार कर लिया, क्या प्रूव हुआ उससे? भाई अगर आप किसी के नेफ्यू को पकड़ रहे हैं तो ये तो प्रूव नहीं होता ना उससे कि भाई इसका कोई कनेक्शन है हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर से। आज मुझे ये पॉलिटिकल वेंडाटा लग रहा है। आज मुझे ये लग रहा है कि ऐसे टाइम के ऊपर जब इलेक्शन 10-20 दिन दूर हैं, भाई 4 साल क्यों नहीं हुआ ये?
And in a conciliatory note, said he will accept the Gandhi siblings' decision on Congress's chief ministerial face in Punjab.
राहुल गांधी का प्रत्येक शब्द मंजूर होगा, जबान का पक्का हूं। जो हाईकमांड की तमन्ना होगी, their wish will be my command. Take it. It's a word of honor.
Will Rahul Gandhi finally end the suspense during his virtual rally in Ludhiana on Sunday? And will Sherry come out on the top? With Mosmi Singh in Amritsar, Bureau Report, India Today.
It is going to be a blockbuster Sunday in political Pradesh. The war for Western UP intensifies as party heavyweights will campaign to move voters a few days ahead of the first phase. Prime Minister Modi will address a virtual address Jan Chaupal in 3 districts for people of Mathura, Agra and Bulandshahr during afternoon hours. Union Minister Amit Shah will be conducting a public meeting at the Jat community-dominated area of Bagpat with an aim to woo Jat voters, followed by Bijnor and Amora districts. Earlier this month, Shah also held a meeting with 200 Jat leaders from Western UP. Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav will be in Western UP campaigning in Agra, followed by a visit to his poll constituency Karhal, where he interacts with his party workers at the Narsingh Jain Inter College. BSP Supremo Mayawati will also visit Aligarh constituency, where she will address a public rally. The first phase of assembly polls in UP will be held on 10th February. A significant day in the poll-bound UP. It's time to put promises on paper into action. The incumbent Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to put out their manifesto for Assembly Elections 2022 to woo their voters. Top guns of the party, Amit Shah and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will release the manifesto at 10 a.m. at party state headquarters along with the state party president. Breaking news coming in after India's historic Under-19 World Cup title win. BCCI Secretary Jay Shah announces cash reward for the young superstars. A reward of 40 lakhs per player and 25 lakhs per support staff for the Under-19 team was announced. BCCI President Saurav Ganguly leads congratulatory messages for India's Under-19 World Cup winning team. Ganguly tweets, and I quote, announced by us of 40 lakhs is a small token of appreciation, but the efforts are beyond value. Magnificent stuff. Unquote. India beat England by 4 wickets in the Under-19 World Cup final. Yash Dhal and his band of boys have entered a record books with stunning Under-19 World Cup campaign. Their crowning victory against England in the final came on the back of wonderful bowling performance. Here is how Indian Under-19 side etched their name in history.
Jacob Bethel.
No, the fingers up. That's a crushing blow for England.
And then Tom Prest.
Tom Prest drags.
India's Ravi Kumar wreaked havoc on England right from the word go. He removed England's top batsman this World Cup inside the first 4 overs.
Inside edge, ricocheting onto the stumps.
And then it was the Raj Bawa show. The Indian all-rounder ran riot as England kept losing wickets one after the other.
And the captain takes...
At 91 for 7, many expected England to fold very quickly.
Oh, what a ball! What a first-up delivery! Extra pace and bounce!
But their number 4 batsman, James Rew, fought back.
Enough for 4.
Along with his namesake, James Sales for company, he put together a crucial 93-run stand to give his side a semblance of hope.
His first in the World Cup and is the 3rd overall.
Rew on 95.
Rew looked good for 100 in fact, but on 95 he pulled one straight towards deep square leg, where Kaushal Tambe almost made a meal of it before making a dramatic recovery. Rew's wicket was like the final nail in the coffin for England as they lost their final 2 wickets in a jiffy, with Raj Bawa providing the finishing touches to complete a deserving 5-wicket haul.
Putting it in the corridor once.
His bowlers today.
In reply, India got off to a rocky start, losing opener Angrish Raghuvanshi for naught.
And that
Harnoor and Sheikh Rashid then had with a much-needed partnership.
many
occasions.
But then a breathtaking catch from the keeper brought curtains down on Harnoor's knock for 21.
Bizarre method of dismissal, but had a
Rashid on 49.
Sheikh Rashid and Yashdul then got together, and like in the semi-final against Australia, Rashid reached the half-century mark.
In the semi-final and now in the final.
But both Rashid and Dhul departed in quick succession, and England had the opening they needed desperately.
In the air. The field on it. Again, it's taken.
But Nishant Sindhu and Raj Bawa then quelled thoughts of an upset with a 67-run stand.
That's it.
Even though India lost Raj Bawa and Kaushal Tambe right towards the end, Nishant Sindhu stood like a rock.
Two hands. Throws it out.
His unbeaten 50 and Dinesh Bana's maximums ensured India got over the line.
brilliant half-century from Nishant Sandhu.
Celebrations ensued as Indian Colts were crowned champions of the world.
Streaming on. Prior to this game, it was 4 titles from 7 finals.
Sports Bureau, India Today.
The tricolor flying proudly.
It's a wrap from me, Chaiti Narula on this bulletin. For further news and updates, don't forget to log on to indiatoday.in.